Hey guys, this is Brian, and today we're going to talk about the knife for everyday carry. Okay, so we have had several videos lately where we're talking about everyday carry tools, force multipliers. So things that we can carry with us, wherever we're going. We have talked about the pepper spray. We have talked about a tactical pen. Today, we're going to talk about my personal favorite and what I carry with me all the time. And that is going to be a good self-defense knife. For this one, I'm specifically going to be talking about the Fox knives, okay? This is the Dart series. It is actually absolutely my favorite knife. A couple things that we want to think about when we're looking for knives. You have to make sure that you have something, if you're looking at it from a self-defense perspective, where you can get to it very quickly. So with that, that's one thing I really love about this Fox knife. So if you're carrying a knife, you have to make sure that you can get to it quickly. If it's buried in the bottom of your pocket, it's not going to do you any good in a self-defense situation. That's one thing that I really love about this Fox knife. It has this clip here and a retention ring that makes it easy to get to and also makes it easy to keep a hold of in an actual situation. You are carrying this with the clip in your pocket, on the side of your pocket, just like that. Now, when it comes time to get it out, if I'm pulling out a knife, even if it has a clip, if I'm pulling out a knife and I'm having to fumble to get the blade out, again, it's not going to be any good. The awesome thing about this is it has what's called an Emerson wave. So as I'm right here, I can stick my finger in the retention ring, grab it, pull it, and it's going to automatically pop out as long as I'm pulling it out correctly. It's not spring loaded. It's not anything like that. It is the fact that this wave catches my pocket on its way out and pulls it. Now, if I have it in my pocket and I want to pull it out without popping it open, then I can do so just by pulling straight up. Okay, in order to make this work, I pull it against the end of my pocket. Now, Fox has two different versions of this. I'm a big fan of both. Obviously, I've got both of them. One is the Karambit version and one is the straight blade version. They have some positives and negatives to each of them. There is no perfect tool ever. They have positives and negatives to each of them, but both are great everyday carry type tools. So with the Karambit version, as it is in our pocket, with this one, instead of inserting my little finger into the retention ring, I'm going to insert my index finger. So I'll insert my index finger, and now instead of pulling back, I'm going to pull forward, okay? So when I come forward and turn out, it's going to pop out here. The reason I like the straight blade over the Karambit is simply the fact that this is going to take an extra move to get back where it's useful. So once you get to this position, flipping it around here, it's great. If you've trained with the Karambit, awesome. Works perfectly. This is the best folding Karambit I've ever had and I've ever messed with, and I've had several and messed with several as well. If you choose to carry a knife for self-defense as your everyday carry type of force multiplier, then make sure you can get to it quickly. It has a good way of you opening it where you can get it out to use quickly. And then also make sure it's high quality. There are a lot of cheap brands out there. There's a lot of cheap stuff out there that kind of falls apart quickly. I've carried several of them, and I finally broke down and got the Fox Karambit. This is the one I started with. You can tell that because it's a bit more worn. I carried this one for a long time. It's a great just multi-use knife itself, but it's also a phenomenal self-defense tool. Finally, after a while, I broke down and bought the straight blade. And to be honest with you, I got the straight blade because I just kind of felt like, even though I've trained with the Karambit a lot myself, I felt like that if I could eliminate that extra move of having to flip it back to my hand, then I was going to be a little better off. So I decided to try the straight blade, and I will be honest with you, I love the straight blade. It is just a much easier knife to get out, get to, and in my hand and ready to use much faster. If you're going to carry a knife, make sure you train with it though. Don't just grab a knife and think that, oh, okay, I'm good, I have a knife. It's the same kind of idea that if you have a gun, that you think, okay, I'm good, I have a gun. Whatever tool you get, you have to train with, okay? Every tool takes training. Just having the tool available is not enough. All right, guys, if you are interested in a knife for self-defense, it could be one of the Fox knives. The Karambit style, straight blade style, just remember the few things that you want to look for when trying to find a knife for self-defense. You can get to it quickly, you have access to open it quickly, and you can retain it well. All right guys, so check out our links in the description for both the straight blade Fox and the Karambit style Fox. And I would love to hear, what do you use for your everyday carry? And it may be different. So, you know, one day you may carry one thing, one day you may carry another. But I would love to hear what you guys carry and what you think about it. And any suggestions that, you know, you may have. So we'll see you next time, guys. Thank you very much.